Hello everyone. Today in this video I will explain you about external ID and how to use the external ID in Salesforce. So let's jump to the topic and discuss about external ID in Salesforce. External ID is basically a custom field which you mark as an external ID so that we can use it to identify the records uniquely in the external system while we are importing the data. If there is a Salesforce object in which we want to insert the data and there is a CSV file and we want to import this CSV file over the Salesforce object. So, if we want to identify the record uniquely in the CSV file and we want to identify the record uniquely which are coming from the external system and we do not have the record ID available, and in that case we can mark any of the field as an external ID, and that field will identify the record uniquely which are coming from the external system. This external ID operation is a case insensitive, but if the custom field has a unique attribute, that time the case sensitive option for the field is selected. In this option, the uppercase and lowercase letter will not be considered identically. For example, if we take capital XYZ and then we take small xyz, it will be treated as a different. In Salesforce, the object can have at most 25 external IDs and unique fields. The external ID field type can only be of any one of the type, like auto number, email, or text. Now, move ahead and discuss about how to use external ID in Salesforce Lightning. So let's move to our org. So this is my Salesforce Lightning org, and here we will learn how to use external ID in Salesforce Lightning. So for this, firstly click on the gear icon. This is my gear icon. Click on that. And under this gear icon, we can see two options are present. First one is setup and the another one is service setup. Click on the setup option and our setup page is open. Under this setup page, we can see on the left side there is a quick find box present, and here we enter the data import wizard in the quick find box, and our data import wizard option comes at the top, which is present under the integration, and select this data import wizard. After selecting the data import wizard, the data import wizard page is open. Now scroll to the bottom of the page, and here we can see the import your data in 3 easy steps. Launch the data import wizard to import your data. 3 step, prepare your data from import. Next step is choose data to import, and next step is edit field mapping, and our last step is review and start importing. So doing this step, click on launch wizard button. After clicking on the launch wizard button, the import your data into Salesforce page is open. Under this page, we can import up to 50,000 record at that time. So, first thing we do is we select the data, what kind of data we want to import is. And here we want to update the data. And here we are clicking on the standard object and we are selecting the account and context object. And after selecting the account and contact object, our next step is what do you want to do? And here we want to update the existing record which we are already inserted. So click on the update existing record. After clicking on the update existing record, we want to match contact by. So click on the drop down arrow and here we are choosing the email which is the external ID. So click on the email and we want to select the CSV file. So before selecting the CSV file, we want to update our CSV file. So go to the CSV file that we are want to update, and here we want to update the CSV file. So we click on the title, and we change the title as a Salesforce, and then we want to change the title of all the fields, all the columns. So we drag this, and we can see our title is changed to Salesforce. So we save our CSV file, and then go back to our Salesforce org, and here we go, we come back to our Salesforce org, and then click on the CSV, and here we can see a choose file option is present. Click on this choose file option, and we move to our file manager, and here we select the file that we want to select, and here we are selecting this file, and then click on the next button. After clicking on the next button, we move to our next step, that is a added field mapping step, and scroll to the bottom. Here we can see our fields are mapped, and we want to change this field, and we select the contact email only, and here click on the map button. After mapping the field, we can see our contact email is mapped with the email, and all the other field like contact first name mapped with the first name, and contact last name mapped with the last name, and the contact title is mapped with the title. And after mapping all the fields, we click on the next button, and here we go, we can move to our next step, that is a review and start import step. Here we can review our import information, and here we go, we can see we are successfully mapped 4 fields and unmapped 0 fields, and then click on the start import button, and our dialog box is pop up. Congratulations, your import has started. Click on OK to view your import status on the bulk data load job page. And here we go, we click on the OK button, and here we go, we come to the bulk data load job page, and under this page we can see the queued batches is 0, in progress batches is 0, completed batches is 1, failed batches is 0, progress batches is 100%, and the record processed is 11, record failed is 0, retries is 0, and our status is closed. Now this time we want to update it our record, and our batches section, we can see our status is completed. Now go back to our contact object and see our record is updated or not. So we click on the app launcher and enter the sales in the app launcher. Click on the sales, and our sales page is open. And under this page, we can see loads of tabs are present on the name bar. And here we want to select the contact tab. So click on the contact tab, and we come to our contact recent viewed page, and here we can see no record are shown. So click on the drop down arrow and click on the all contacts, and here we go, all contacts record are shown. Now search which we are updated, and here we go, we can see our title Salesforce record, our scene for best Salesforce title record, and here rows sales title record is Salesforce, and then we again scroll to the bottom, and here we go, Louis John William title is Salesforce, and Lauren Boyle title is Salesforce, and then again scroll, Josh Davis title is Salesforce, John Bond title is Salesforce. So this show that our record is updated. Now we want to add the record or update the record. This function is known as a upsert function. So let's see how we can do both things in one go. So let's move to our setup. So click on the gear icon and click on the setup option. Do the same step, and then enter the data import wizard in the quick find box. Enter data import wizard and then select the data import wizard, and our data import wizard page is open. Now scroll to the bottom of the page. Now again do all these three steps in an easy way. Choose the data to import, edit field mapping and review and start importing. So for this click on the launch wizard, and our import your data into Salesforce page is open. Now this time we again select the account and context object, and this time we want to add new and update existing record. So we click on this add new and update existing record option, and here we go, we can match contact by, so simply click on the drop down arrow and match this by external id, that is a email. Select this email, and then we want to select the csv file. Before selecting the csv file, we want to update it and add new record in the csv file that is uploaded here. So go to the csv file. Now this time we want to update this title. So we enter this title name as a CPF, and then we want to show all the title as a CPF, and then we add some names here like John, Jack, and also want this title as a CPF. So enter the title here SPF, and then add the Gmail, and then we want to add another one, that is this one, and then we want to add another title, that is SPF, and then add the email as this, and then save the CSV file, and then go back to our Salesforce org. Now we come back to our Salesforce Lightning org, and here we select the CSV and click on the choose file button, and then click on the save data CSV file, and then click on the next button. And here we go, we come to the edit field mapping page, and we want to change this email to only contact email, and then click on the map button, and then click on the next button. And here we go, and we come to our review and start import page, and here we can see that our mapped field is 4 and our unmapped field is 0. And then we click on the start import button. Our dialog box is pop up. Congratulations, your import has started. Click OK to view your import status on the bulk data load job page. So we hit the OK button and start importing. Here we go. We come to our bulk data load job page, and here we can see queued batches 0, in progress batches is also 0, complete batches is 1, and failed batches is 0, and the progress batches is 100%, and the record processes is 13, and the record failed is 0, retries is 0, and our status is closed. Now we scroll to the bottom, and here we go in the batches section, we can see our status is fully completed. Now we go to our sales page and click on the contact object and show our record is inserted or updated or not. So we click on the app launcher and enter the sales in the search box and click on the sales option, and here we go, we come to the sales page and click on the contact object and click on the drop down arrow of the recent view page and click on the all contacts, and here we go, we can see our Tim bar titles SPF, Stila title SPF, and scene title SPF, rows title SPF. Our record is updated successfully, and see our record is inserted or not. And here we go, our record is also inserted, Lisa John William, SPF, and also want to see John Jack, title SPF, our record is also inserted successfully. So now move ahead and discuss about how to use external ID in Salesforce Classic. So for this, we move to our Salesforce org. So here we go, we come to our Salesforce Lightning org. When we log in into the Salesforce account, our Lightning version is open and we move to our Salesforce Classic version. So for this, we click on the profile picture and under this profile picture, we can see there is an option switch to Salesforce Classic. Click on this option and our Salesforce Classic version is open. Now we want to learn how to use external ID in Salesforce Classic. So let's we do that. So click on the setup option and after clicking on the setup option, our setup page is open. Now enter the data import wizard in the quick find box and our data import wizard comes at the top that is present under the data management. Click on this data import wizard and our data import wizard page is open. Now scroll to the bottom and here we go. We can see we import our data in 3 easy steps. Launch the data import wizard to import your data. Firstly, pre-step, prepare your data into import. Next one is choose the data to import and then added field mapping and then review and start import. So for doing all these steps, we firstly click on the launch wizard. So click on the launch wizard and becomes our next step that is import your data into Salesforce. And here we can import up to 50,000 records at a time. So we do the first step that is what kind of data we are importing. And here we want to import the standard object that is a leads. So click on the leads object. After clicking on the leads object, our next step is to what do you want to do? Here we want to update the existing record. So we click on the update existing record that we are already inserted and now we want to update this lead record. So we click on the match lead by email ID, which is the external ID. And after that, we click on the CSV file to import the CSV file here. And then click on the CSV file and then click on the choose file button. And we go to our file manager and select the CSV file, which is a lead.csv. And then click on the next button. And here we go, we to our next step that is the added field mapping leads. And here we are mapping our Salesforce object to CSV header. Firstly, map the name of the Salesforce object to our CSV header name and then map the company with the CSV header company. Then map the Salesforce object phone with the CSV header phone and then map the email Salesforce object to the CSV header email and then click on the next button and here we go we come to our next step that is a review and start import. Here we are importing information and here we see our map file is 4 and the unmapped file is 0 and then click on the start import button and our dialog box is pop up that is congratulations your import has started and click on the OK to view your import status on the bulk data load job page and then click on the OK button and here we go we move to the bulk data load job page and under this page we can see the queued batches is 0 in progress batches is also 0 completed batches is 1 failed batches is 0 progress is 100% record processes is 7 here and then record failed is 0 retried is also 0 and our status is closed and then scroll to the bottom and in the batches section we can see our status is completed. Now we want to see our updated record. So we go back to our home page and click on the leads object and see our record is updated or not. So click on the plus icon that is present on the nav bar, and after that select the leads object, and here we want to see all the open leads. So click on the go button, and here we see all the records are present here, and here we want to see the updated record that we are updated. So scroll to the bottom, and here we go, we can see our record is updated successfully. And now we want to update the record and also want to insert the record. This is done by the upsert function. So for this, we firstly click on the setup option, click on the setup button, and enter the data import wizard in the quick find box, and our data import wizard comes at the top, and click on this data import wizard, and our data import wizard page is open, and under this page we can see there is a import your data in 3 easy steps. We can import it our data with a 3 easy step. Firstly, prepare your data for import, then choose the data to import, and then add it field mapping, and then review and start import. So for doing all these steps, firstly click on the launch button, and then our we move to our next step, that is import your data into Salesforce. Here we are importing 50,000 record at a time, and for this firstly we want to add data. For importing, what kind of data we want to import, select here. So we click on the standard object and select the lead object, and after selecting the object, we want to add new and update existing record. So click on this, and then select the match lead by. Here we are selecting the email, which is the external ID, and then click on the CSV file. Before clicking the CSV file, we want to update or insert new record in the CSV file. So go to your CSV file and update and insert new record. So this is my CSV file, and here we want to update our record. So we click on this SPF, and then we want to drag this SPF, and because we want the company name same, so that's why we insert new record here, that is John William, and then we want company name as same, and then enter the phone number, and then enter the email. Here we want to insert one record only. That's why we enter one record, and then save this CSV and go back to your Salesforce account. And here we come back to our Salesforce account and then click on the CSV and then choose the file. And here we are choosing this file. So click on that and then click on the next button, and here we go, we come to our added field mapping lead page, and then we can see our files are mapped, that is Salesforce object name is mapped with the CSV header name, and company Salesforce object is mapped with the company CSV header, and then phone Salesforce object is mapped with a CSV header phone, and then email Salesforce object is mapped with the email CSV header, and then we click on the next button, and here we go, we come to the next step, that is a review and start import step. Here we can see our mapped field is 4 and unmapped field is 0, and then click on the start import button. The dialog box is pop up. Congratulations, your import has started. Click on OK to view your import status on the bulk data load job page. So we want to see my status on the bulk data load job page. So we click on the OK button. And here we go. We move to our bulk data load job page, and under this page we can see our queued batches is 0, in progress batches is also 0, completed batches is 1, failed batches is 0, progress is 100%, record process is 8, record failed is 0, required is also 0, and our status is closed. Now scroll to the bottom, and in the batches section we can see our status is completed. Now we want to see our record is updated or inserted or not. So for this we click on the plus icon and then click on the leads object, and under this lead object page we can see there is a view field present. Click on the all open leads and hit the go button, and we see all the records are shown, and we see our company name is updated as PF, SPF, SPF, and here we also inserted one more record, that is a John William. See where is this record inserted or not. So we go to our today lead, and here we go. We can see our John William SPF record is inserted. So with this, we have come to the end of the video session. We will see you in the next one.